Hello again, we have another random product review, this time of a UV flashlight, and actually two old ones that I have. So, this is called an Alonefire. I got it off AliExpress. I have no affiliation. I buy this all with my own money, so I'm not going to leave a link. But I'm pretty sure you can buy these anywhere. eBay, Amazon, whatever. So this is a smaller, cheaper version of the Alonefire I'm tapping right now. Alright, well this CE approved. Hopefully it won't, FCC, no noise radiation. But anyways, let's open this up. Some sort of sticker or... Nope, alright. Yeah. Please remove the transparent film on the battery surface. Alright, polarity, weak, right? It's odd that they don't say anything about the fact that UV light is dangerous to human beings. I bought this because I cure UV glue or UV 3D printer resin. Alright, so this is an aluminum body. It's very, very lightweight. In fact, let's do a little weight test on all these things if you're searching them, because I bought all these off AliExpress. But again, you can probably find them anywhere. But if you're shopping around and which one, if weight matters to you, this one is 19.7 empty. This one here says Topcom 18.5. Now this one is like stainless steel, so yeah, 659. So much heavier duty, but being aluminum, unless you drive over with a car, I really wouldn't worry about it so much. All right, well this does have a sticker here about you know, the UV radiation. These also probably came with them, but I may have taken them off. So what I like about this one is that it literally has a purple face. So it's easy to identify as a UV flashlight. And now I'm noticing here the polarity thing is laser etched. So that makes it 1980 proof. This is the model number SV62. It's got the good old clip here. You can probably remove it too, but yeah, this clip is, I guess, steel. It's probably just painted steel or rust eventually. I think this flashlight was like $3, so you can't expect much. This says 365 nanometers. That's good enough for curing resin or glue. And then, yeah, there's just a really dark lens there. I'm not gonna look into it. It's got a clicky. Seems like it would work fine. Let me get this out of the way. Alright, so I have three completely identical, brand new rechargeable batteries. So they should basically perform with the same amount of electricity voltage coming through. So on this one, you know, being an aluminum body, it has a certain cheap feeling to it, but that's just aluminum. Anyways, let's pop that in. Oh, I'm gonna put my glasses on. UV is very destructive to your eyes and your skin, so those have UV protection. I don't know if this thing is gonna just turn on once I tighten this. This has an O-ring also, so it should be water resistant. All right. That's odd. It's not turning on. I wonder if this only takes alkalines. That shouldn't be, right? Well, here's the test. Let's pop it in this one. This Topcom has 395 nanometers. The higher it is, I think the better it is for resin and UV glue. Oh, but ooh, this is a little tight. You know, I'm not going to put that in there. So unfortunately, this rechargeable battery, the label is too big, and or this is too narrow. If I put this battery in, I don't think I'm going to get it out. Well, maybe I will. I'll just have to tap it out. We want this to be a fair test. Yeah, this one is turned on. Alright, let's pop this one into this. This is the same brand, Alonefire. You'll see how much more wiggle room there is for the variation in battery labels. This one is very bright. This is my go-to one right now. But I have two different workstations. Alright, so this one is clearly working as well. But what the heck? Oh, it is on. You know what? It mentioned the plastic film for the battery, but there was none on the battery surface. I was wondering if there's a plastic film on this, but there isn't. Alright. I'm going to turn this monitor off. I'm going to turn these on. And I'm going to turn the booth lights off. The top cow thing. Oh boy, that's a crazy difference. So you can just see this isn't actually very, very purple because it's a lower UV rating, 365. It's almost like a blue, and it's not very bright. This is clearly purple, and this is like purple but extremely powerful. So let me move all the faces of these back around the same amount, and you can see. Okay, well, the ultimate test is to try something that's actually fluorescent. That should give an indication of how powerful the light is. So this thing is covered in all sorts of fluorescent paints. I did a video on that. This is a Gundam aerial. Turn that slide off. Let's do the first one, the one in question today. Well, it definitely is a UV light. I mean, that thing is shining really bright. Granted, this is probably more the paint than the flashlight. Okay, so it does work, even though it doesn't visibly show up very well. I mean, I'm holding this now like maybe this is like a half meter away. It definitely dies down. But here now it's in front of the camera, and it's almost like that thing has flashlights on it. But for comparison, let's go to the other cheap one, this Topcom thing. Well, I gotta say, this is actually kind of, even though it looks like it's brighter to the naked eye, I don't think it actually is. I'm now holding this around half a meter away, and look, it's so dark. Oh, man, that's quite interesting. So hold on, actually, this is now my right hand. I'm gonna turn it off, go back to the first one. Look at that, first one, Topcom. Alright, so the one in question today is brighter. But now if we go to the Alonefire that's made of stainless steel, this is insane. You can't even see the object, it's so bright. Alright, so I'm going to do another comparison. So this is the stainless, the one in question today. Stainless, aluminum, both Alonefires. So actually, it's almost like if you want to just display fluorescent toys, you actually probably want this aluminum one because it doesn't wash out the model. All you see is the paint. Whereas the more expensive one, well, I don't know, you do see the model. Maybe you do want to see that. Well, I'm glad I actually brought out the model because it is quite deceptive. You know, again, if we turn these three on, I mean, I would think of these two, the purple one would be the better one, right? But it's really not, as far as, I don't think it is. For curing glue, though, or curing 3D printer resin, maybe the 395 is better. That's what the internet tells me, at least. But if you're just trying to spot stuff, you know, spot stuff in the dark, you know, if you're a crime investigator or something like that, you probably have a real flashlight. Okay. Always wear some glasses when you're doing this, guys. Seriously, you don't want to get like UV in there. So another random product review. I guess they all have their own place in the market. If you actually want to see things with UV light, this one is more effective, but it's a lower nanometer range. I'm going to assume, and I have used this for curing glue and 3D printer resin, it works, and it's also cheap, around the same price if I had to guess. And then this thing is just very powerful, even though it uses just one AAA battery. So if you, this one is Alonefire model, oh, I was having a hard time focusing on that text. SV327. SV327, this just says Topcom. And I think this came in two versions too. There's a 365 version of this as well. Maybe that's why they actually printed 395 on that one. And then yeah, we saw this one as the SV62. And they all have the whole metal pen clips if you want to put in your pocket, but they all come off as well. I just like to keep the clips on there so the flashlight doesn't roll away. Right. Thank you for watching today. Hopefully you can learn something from this to decide on what you buy. I'll see you around in the next product review. Bye.